Alrighty, let's see here, checking my settings just to make sure everything looks good. Alright, everything does seem to be functioning. That is a good sign. So thank you for joining me. This is your host, ID Jester. We're going to be doing a couple live streams today. Haven't got a chance to do live streams for a little while because, well, I was working a lot last week and didn't have a chance to get online and get you guys any streams out there. So I am going to be doing much more live streaming this week. I've got several days off to compensate for last week's work hours. So this week I've got today off and a few other days. So I'm going to try and get you guys lots and lots of streaming this week. So if you're interested. So we're going to be looking at Polaris sector here. We're actually going to be doing a couple live streams here almost back to back. We're going to be looking at Polaris sector. And then starting at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course, if you're in the live stream, 5 o'clock, we're going to be doing Tigers on the Hunt. So be sure to watch for that video to come at about 5 o'clock p.m. Until then, we're going to be playing some Polaris sector. So Polaris sector is the new 4X space strategy game released by Slitherine, of course. And you can check out more information about this game, and hopefully I can give you a good representation of what this game represents. So if you are a 4X game lover, there are lots of good games coming out this year that are going to be able to play and enjoy your 4X space conquest. Polaris Sector is the first one that's been released, and I've been playing some of this. And it's been pretty good, pretty interesting. There's a lot of good mechanics that separate all these games from one another. So there's some interesting things that Polaris Sector does that other games don't do. And hopefully we'll give it a try and check it out. So this is a real-time, pausable, tactical strategy 4X game, which, you know, if you know anything about me, I love my tactical games. There's a space combat is very tactical. There's a lot of grand strategy overview as well when you start dealing with your civilization. So we're going to go ahead and continue. No, we're going to create a new game. Of course, you can load a game. There's a tutorial you can play, and of course, here's all the information about the creators of said game there. And of course, like I mentioned, it's being published by Slitherine, so you can find out more information on their website as well, slitherine.com. So there you go. There's the information. I'm not even sure who the actual creators of the game are. Apologize for that. Anywho, let's go ahead and start a new game. So as you can see, first thing we're going to be doing is looking at our different galaxy types. So depending on what kind of galaxy you're interested in doing, there's all kinds of different variations to it. Not only that, but you have, you know, 800 stars all the way down to 200 stars. So you can decide, you know, just how big an area you want, how many stars are going to be in there. You can, of course, go into segmented galaxies. You can go up to 900 all the way down to 90. So lots of variations in how much you want. Of course, you can adjust how many AI races there are in the game and such. What are we going to do? Let's do... That looks kind of like the Milky Way type thing. I think there are some Milky Way looking... Yeah, there's kind of a Milky Way looking thing. That's kind of cool. There's kind of a Milky Way with just a couple trails coming off of it. And that looks like a center cluster with just a few branches out. Here's one with more spread out. Here we go with a rectangular galaxy, so all the stars will be in a rectangle inside there. Segmented galaxies, kind of interesting because you can be in one quadrant and not have to deal with too many people at the same time. Elliptical galaxy with central segments, so it looks like there'll be a central and then an outer ring around that. So lots of interesting different galaxies here. So what are we going to do? Let's do what are we going to do? I kind of like the Milky Way looking thing. Alright, so number of races are 8. We can go from 2 to 800. We'll just, we're going to kind of keep it a little bit smallish, I guess. 350. Total density, this is going to be the different links between the different star systems. I guess we'll leave that as the default. 3D shape, so how much of a 3D shape? You can have it all the way from 0% if you want it just a flat shape, or you can have it 100% so it'll be more three-dimensional. I like the three-dimensional. I'm going to keep that. We'll play it on normal difficulty. Victory conditions. So there are several victory conditions. So you can see here by domination. So you can win the game by dominating other races, have at least 75% Empire Development Index, and no other race has more than 55%. You can do a science domination, which gives you... when you have progressed through 95% of all the technologies in the game and no other race have reached more than 50%, or early domination victory occurs if you control 40% of the stars and no other race controls more than 15%. So that's one option. You can also do the external threat. So towards the end of the game, a very hard species arrives, and all of a sudden you have to defeat them. Keep them from coming into the galaxy and dominating it. So we don't. I'm not too worried about that because we're not certainly going to get to the end threat right now. But I'm not a big fan of having a powerful race come in and just start wiping everybody out. So we're going to turn that off. And one thing I cannot stand in these 4X strategy games is space pirates, because they don't really do anything other than just come in and mess with you and ruin your strategies. I think a strategy game should be built on strategies and not having these silly things happen in between. Alright, so we're done with that. Alright, so you can see we have 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 different races in here. Each have their own corresponding bonuses and penalties, and a little flavor text that talks about what the races are. So if anyone out there has a favorite, or if they want to see any of the races played, let me know, and I will try them. So we have the cat people, we have the aqua people. These are kind of people that live in oceans. We have the drill. I guess they're kind of like I don't know, orcs or whatever you want to call them. They seem to be more warlike and mindless creatures. We have the Javikins, which are kind of like bird people. Logans, which I think are kind of like mutated creatures. I think they live on... Yeah, see, they live on radioactive worlds, so that's kind of their bonus. We have the Magellans, which are a race of advanced females with exotic colors and bright cat-like eyes. We have the humans, of course. We have the Vagarans. The Vagarans are a race, I guess they look like little koala bears, I guess. Lizard. So somebody wants to play the lizards. The drills? Is that what you're talking about? We'll get back to them in just a second. So we got the humans, we have the koala bears, and then we have the... Oh, here's what you're probably talking about. The Urgans. Reptiles. Cold-blooded. There we go. Psychology, their philosophy, their history. Lots of good writing in this if you're interested in reading all that, the culture. So we start with Armed Special Purpose Turret 2. This turret allows positioning of any weapon, including super heavy and special purpose weapons. If located in the upper deck, it provides a secure field of fire. On the middle deck, the angle of attack will maybe 90 degrees. The range of weapons installed in this turret is increased by 5%. We also start with the Boson gun. High technology energy weapons that fire simple gluttons. Glutton doesn't impact a great deal of damage, has limited range, and generates a glutton of time consuming. However, the unusual properties of this boson weapon compensate for all of its shortcomings. First, is able to lock on to the target, and secondly, if a boson destroys it, the glutton does not disappear, but rather absorbs all the kinetic energy of the explosion, and thus forms a new glutton. Continuing outward, the glutton then locks onto the next target. Interesting. Alright, so it looks like they have good population growth. Not so good with alien assimilation. Everything else looks pretty standard fare there. So a little bit extra bonus to their population growth, but they don't assimilate other races as well. So looks like 75 years as opposed to, I don't know what the default is there. Must be around maybe 50 years or so. Anyways, yeah, we could try the organs. So we'll do that. We'll just leave it. Oh, they can do radioactive worlds as well. Yeah, right. Let's try them out and see. I've not played this race, so we'll see. You can adjust the color, but we're just going to leave the color as the default. And let's start her up and see what we can do here. There we are. Oh my gosh, we are like dead middle of this galaxy. That's, I don't know if that's going to be good or bad, but we are in the middle of everything. So there's advantages and disadvantages to that. Obviously, there's probably going to be some enemy races around us. But the advantage is, and this is one of the main things about this game, is you have a certain range that all your ships can go before they have to get refueled. So having lots of stars around to refuel all your ships is very good. So if you were, say, over here on the edge, and you had to travel from this system down to this system, it might take like half your fuel to go just between those two little systems like that. So you would have to colonize this planet, and you would have to colonize something here, so that way you could refuel the ships just from doing the little jaunt between the systems. We're going to look more at that shortly here. But let's zoom in on our home world, shall we? We have, well, we're going to change the name of it here. What are we going to name this system here? We're going to call this Lizard Head. Yeah, Lizard Head. Of course, that's the head of our system there. You can see we have a couple other worlds that are located with it. Oh wow, we do have a little colonization potential here for the extra research. So we click on our world, and we'll kind of go over just a broad overview of this, and we're going to look more at this as we play, but you can set up your worlds to be just manufacturing. You can have them be, here's the different ones. You can micromanage it if you wanted to. You can set it up to be a food production, a industry, an industrialization, a mineral, or a balanced world. I can say most of the time, you start off with a balanced world that gives you a little bit of production, a little bit of food, a little bit of resources, a little bit of everything, which is obviously what you want to start with. Here's our home system here. Let's rename this. We'll call this, what should we call this? Let's call this, somebody give me a good name of a lizard. Gecko? Gecko. We'll call this Gecko. Alright. Think of another name for a lizard, because I'm going to have to rename a few of these worlds. Anyways, so that's kind of the basics. It's everything's already been built, and the more you kind of spread yourself out, the more area that is used up. You can see a bunch of this stuff is blocked, because if you're doing just production, you can go way down the line, but it'll block off your mining resources and your research and your farming and such. Right now you can see we're not building anything. We are just going to leave everything on the default for our home world here, and we'll go from there. I'm certainly not an expert at this game, but I understand the basic concepts pretty much. So over here on the left-hand side, not the right-hand side, the left-hand side are your different resources. So we have gravitonium, extremely rare resource. So if we can get any gravitonium, obviously very good. Iridium, we have metal, we have organics, we have plutonium, and we have food. So you can see how much we currently have and how much we're producing every month. So obviously we want to keep all these numbers in the positive, have lots and lots of resources. You can see our system here. This is where we're getting all of our resources, is from our one system here. We're going to be starting off with a scout freighter here. And of course, you can see these little lines that go from system to system. You can see that that's where I can go to. I can't quite go to this one yet, or this one, or this one. I have to go along the little warp lines, I guess, is the best way to describe them. You can also see over here our fuel is 30,000 fuel. So basically we can only go out 15,000 and have to come back to refuel, and then go out 15,000 and back. So what I like to call this is like a stepping stone. So what you want to do is you want to get a planet, maybe there's a good planet here, and then you could get from this system to this system, refuel, and then go on to your next system and refuel, and then go on to your next system and refuel. So you can't just like, oh, over here's a great system that has like three planets I want to colonize or anything in there, because you might not even be able to get over there with it. So you have to kind of go out gradually, which makes it pretty interesting the way that you do things. Alright, so there we are. We're at Lizard Head. We're going to send this guy. Of course, it is real time, so right now everything's paused, nothing's going on. You can see we start 28th November 2048. Alright, so let's look at another thing that this game does a little bit differently is the research. So basically the research is divided up into two different categories. So you have your fundamental science, and then you have your applied science. Your fundamental sciences are biology, chemistry, mathematics, and physics. And you earn points into each one of these based on as the time goes by. So you get a point to add into biology and chemistry and mathematics and everything. And you can see that a lot of these other applied sciences are not unlocked, because we don't have enough biology or enough chemistry or enough mathematics or enough physics to actually unlock these different areas. Once we do have an area unlocked, let's say complex designs, that will lead to certain other projects that we can learn about. So atmospheric domes and the repair module. So you can see that the repair module here, at our current rate of science of 4.22, is going to take 499.5 years to actually research. Now, years in this game tend to be pretty quick. I mean, as a real-time game, years go by pretty much, depending on your speed of the game. You know, they can go by in just a matter of just a few seconds. So even though it sounds like 114 years might be a long time, it's really not that long a time when you're playing the game and you have the game going. But you can actually invest in just a specific area, and you can see we can just set this as a priority. And if we did that, it would go from 114 years maybe down to like 12 years or something like that. Of course, we can switch into other applied sciences as well, and of course we can turn these on and off if we wanted to. So if we wanted to do just the atmospheric domes, you can see we've now narrowed it down to 38 years from 114 years, just by not spending as much science on the one area. So these fundamental sciences actually unlock the applied sciences. The applied sciences then give us things that we can then research. So there are certain things in this game you absolutely should focus in on, I think. right away. And number one being the fact that we just talked about it, the star systems being so far apart. Now, fortunately for us, we actually, you can see on our screen here, we have a lot of stars. But if we were to start over here, you can see the difference here. We have just a few stars. So in this case, we have to really consider is fuel and engines, is that going to be more important than other things in this game? So it really makes you think about, because you're not going to get all the science right off the bat. You can see just by how many years, if we scroll down to the bottom here, you can see this thing is going to take 17,977 years before we would complete this. So eventually we'll complete everything, but it's going to take a long time. 17,000, almost 18,000 years. So it's going to take a long time to do that. Now, of course, that's going to adjust because we're going to get more science and more research and all that. And like I said, we can really focus in on things. But when you're focused in, you're not gaining any technology towards your complex designs or your nanotechnologies. So we're just going to leave this kind of at the default rate now, because there's a few things that unlock pretty regularly, pretty easy. Automation is one thing that's going to be completed in 3 years. So we'll get that right off the bat. And then we'll get the atmospheric domes as well in 114 years. And that will allow us to start colonizing other kinds of worlds other than our world that we live in. So we can click on this star and we can see this is a class K. Make up about 12%, nearly 1/8. Mostly desert and frozen planets. However, sometimes Earth-like planets can be found. And up here is class M, cold, dark worlds and gas giants. So probably, let's head down this way. Bloop. And we'll actually turn it up just slightly. And there our ship goes. So we are currently going, as you can see. And as soon as something happens, and you can set this in the options menu, if I can bring up the options. Nope. Sorry. I have to click the actual button down here. You can actually get in here and adjust all your different auto pause options. So if you find it auto pausing too much, you can say, you know what, when fleets reach their destination, I don't want to know about it. Okay, just turn it off. Or you can say fleets lost due to lack of resources. Okay, don't pause when that happens. So lots of options in there to really decide how much you want the game to auto pause for you. So we got to this system now, and we can take a look at it. We just click on it. We can't colonize this world, but you can see that if we click on our ship again, we went from 30,000 down to only 27,700. So it only costs us about 3,000 fuel to get over there. I'm going to turn on the 3D, and you can kind of see, I don't know how well it's going to look on your screen, but I can actually see that this one is coming like right at us here. I do like the 3D mode. It's not very helpful to play in, but you can really see the different stars. Like this one I can see is closer, that one's farther away, and it's not like 180 degree, like I can zoom all the way around it. So it only took us 3,000. We have 27,000, but remember that's our total fuel. So what we need to have is we can only go out 15,000, and we have to get back. So what I want to do actually, and I should have done this to begin with, is you always want to build a new ship, and we're going to do a new colonizer, because we're going to find some other worlds out there, probably pretty close to us, hopefully. And we're going to build a colonizer, because you can see it's going to take 7 years and 10 months. So hopefully by the time this guy finds a good system. Now you see this one, we can't get to that star down there. It's below us over there. Turn off the 3D for right now. I can get all the way down to this one right here. That's not too bad. There's not a lot of links in between our systems, unfortunately. That's kind of just disappointing. So we got the one link this way, we got the one link this way. I would have thought there would be more links going from this system out to other stars. Unfortunately, that was not the case. I guess we'll come down here. Hot, acidic, or desert planets. Alright. We'll come down there, and you can see the time's going by. Blue doo 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 doo. And we reach our destination, and, well, hello, what do we have here? We have a fleet, an unknown fleet in this sector. Is it in our sector, or is it actually in this? No, it's actually in the sector below us. That's where having the 3D on and off can really make a difference, because when I originally had it like this, it looked like that fleet was in this system here. So we'll turn on the 3D, and then we'll rotate it, and then we'll turn it off again, so we can kind of have a different 3D model of what's going on here. So it looks like there is somebody back here. We don't know who, we don't know what. We can go talk to them, investigate, but of course if we lose our scout ship, we will be totally boned. How much fuel do we have? 25,000. Okay, that's not bad. Do we want to head over that way, or you know what? I like these yellow stars up here. Decisions. Let's head back, because I don't want to lose our one and only scout right off the bat. Let's just head back. Once we get back, you notice it refuels automatically. No problem. You don't have to tell it. You don't have to click anything. And you notice the other thing is it also has a cargo load. Once we get this colony ship built, we'll then work on maybe getting another scout. Let's go ahead and send him over that way. There's something interesting in the Slitherine system that we should take a closer look at. Alright, so if we have our ship selected here, you can see there's several different things here. There looks like some debris, and we also have a cluster of asteroids to look at. So, let's look at the bottom one first. So we found crystals of gravitonium. Alright, that's good, because gravitonium, again, are extremely rare. And you use these for all your super high-tech devices, especially those related to warp technology, force fuels, fuel cells, anti-gravity engines, etc. So when you build more advanced weaponry and stuff for your ship, you're going to lose a lot of gravitonium. So having found 157, bravo, bravo. Now let's go ahead and explore the other anomaly. We found radioactive ore concentrate. So we got, wow, we got a bunch of plutonium. So we got 6,928 plutonium. So pretty much tripled our plutonium reservoir there, which is great. And we also have some worlds here. Now, look at that. We got gravitonium on this world. We have some metal. We have some organics, and we have some plutonium. Right now it can't be colonized because it requires radiation-resistant atmospheric domes. So if we go into our research tree here, we can do a find here, and we can just put in domes, and you can see radiation-resistant atmospheric domes. So we need, what do we need? To discover radiation-resistant atmospheric domes, you need to get 5 more points in xenogeology. Xenogeology is down here. So before we can actually get this, we have to research the ability to get these objects. So we don't know anything about xenobiology. If we click on xenobiology, will it tell us what we need to get xenobiology? Let's take a look. Xeno dash. There we go. Alright, so you can see we need chemistry. We need 1,663 total points in chemistry, and we need 1,663 in physics. So we could adjust our chemistry and physics to do more instead of having everything equal, so we would generate more points as this, or of course the easy way is we can just set a priority for this and it'll automatically adjust all the sliders for us to kind of fast track to this. So the question is, is this system worth doing it? So we only have a 2 in gravitonium, 10 in organics. I'm not sure what the total highest number possible is, but I've seen them go up to like 14, 16, or 18, I think. So you can see we have a 6, a 4, a 10, and a 2. So just getting a little bit of gravitonium obviously would, if we had 2, it would give us, 3.04, which would give us lots of gravitonium. So I'm not sure it's worth beeline right to that when there's other things that are probably going to be more important. But that is part of the fun and strategic decisions about this game. When this game first came out and I started playing it, I didn't quite comprehend all of the different things. Because, yeah, it's a little bit different than some of the 4X games out there. But the more I play this game, the more I wrap in my head around things, the more I understand some more of the basic concepts behind how everything's done, the more interesting and the more layered technology it's given me. So it's good. You can see here, frozen, sometimes Earth-like planets can be found. Alright. You can also, one way to kind of help you explore is you click on the star system, and when you mouse over another star system, it'll tell you down here at the bottom how much fuel or how much distance it's going to be. So you can see it's going to cost me 2,245 in fuel, basically. This one here is going to cost me 16. So we can see we have plenty of fuel right now, but that's going to come into play later on when we start getting out. So let's head over to the yellow stars. Yellow stars are usually better than the red ones. Oh, hey, look at that. What do we have here? A gravity anomaly. Presence of something disorienting space. You will need a ship with a container transport module if you want to find out what is in it. So we do have a cargo. So again, we can explore. Whoa! We got a big text here. Legend tells of an ancient race called the Polaris, one that commanded technologies capable of storing massive objects in small, lightweight warp containers by placing enormous strains on the space-time continuum. Some even believe that these warp containers, instead of storing objects, are actually some kind of portal into a pocket universe. Wherever the case may be, nobody knows for sure until now because we found a warp container. Woohoo! There will also be some kind of artifact with it that looks like a key covered in Polaris runes. A rough translation reads, "For the 4th seal, this abyss chained keeps a great chariot illuminated by the dark powers of the stars. The abyss is a warp container. That chariot seems to be a powerful spaceship, and the 4 seals are locked for these keys. Well, we have to unlock them to open the container. In any case, that chariot is worth it. All we have to do is find the other keys." Okay, so we can, there's several ways to do this. We now have an object we need to pick up. So there's lots of different ways to do this. I'm just going to show you the easiest. You just pick it up, click on it, right? Pick it up. Oh, select it. No. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop. I'm not ready for you. Alright, we'll just merge with this guy. And then you see we have to put this into our... Oops. See, it says cargo load, so now we can just drag it up there. There we go. So now we've got in our cargo hold, like it's properly should be done. And we're going to carry this back to our home world. Alright, I think we actually did some other things here. Let's look at our log here. So, we actually researched automation, so that just helps us produce things slightly better, which is obviously a good thing. Alright, the next thing you normally want to go for is the atmospheric domes, because there's a lot of worlds out there, especially the mineral worlds and stuff, that you're going to need the atmospheric domes because you guys, you can't live on the planets. So the atmospheric domes are obviously a good way to go. And of course, you can see that we're kind of doing all of these: automation, complex designs, and nanotechnology, and etc., etc. This one's giving us better engines, which obviously are very important, and hangars with repair facilities. Obviously another important thing. The nanotechnology is giving us Inceptor, which looks like a new ship, a medium pylon, and some missile traps, and our thermonuclear synthesization. Oh, we already looked at that one. Complex designs are giving us the domes, the repair module, and the military base, and our automation is giving us... what are they giving us? You could just click off these other ones. There we go. Oh, I was reading the lines wrong. Anyways, that's what they're giving us, all four of these things. And of course, if we don't want all four of those, we can just... let's do... we would like to discover hangars with the... you need to get 1,964 more points in automation. Alright, so we're going to need some of these other things to also get. So several of these different sciences can go into one object, I guess is the best way to put it. So if we were going to do... where is it? Where? Oh, where? I am looking for atmospheric domes. So we're going to set that as a priority. You will see, to get that, it's adjusted our it adjusted all of our... so we need complex design, 188 points in complex design. So you see how it's just focusing in on complex design, so we can get 188 points in it. So right now we have 5 points. So we've adjusted this way over to 90%. So we can start getting enough points in complex design to be able to do atmospheric domes. So we're going to do that because I have a feeling we're going to come across some worlds that we're going to try and colonize, especially since pretty soon we're going to have our first colony ship out. So let's go ahead and start the time up. We're just going to bring our little thing back over here. Alright, so now we can just click on this and split the fleet. There we go. So now we've got our ancient Pyron ship, one of 4. So we need to get 4 more of these objects. More importantly, we've now got our ship refueled, so we can start sending it out again. There's a large number of hyperspace tunnel outlets in the Suikin system. This system like that could be strategic, critical even without any developed planets, given the amount of space it controls. We better get a military satellite over there to establish a strong defense. So you can see, yeah, 4 links in and out. Obviously could be very vital. Alright, so we come to this system. Oh yes, that's one that we could use atmospheric domes for right there. And it's got metal, organics, plutonium. This one here again. No, that one requires the resistant atmospheric dome, so we can't quite get that one yet. We're still looking for some planets, so planets... Alright, head back over there. Let's see if we can find us a planet or two. Alright, see, we arrived. We know there is radiant resistant. Yeah, that's the one we were going to do. Alright, let's do this way. Come on, find us something good. Oh, well, we got a couple links out there. Let's find out what's in this system. Metal, organics, plutonium, and another metal world. So, nothing great, but let's head over to Masam. There's an anomaly in the Masam system our explorers are calling the wormhole. It's a distortion in space-time that's something like hyper tunnels between stars. So there's a hyper or a wormhole, and there's also a anomaly. We would like to get the anomaly. Whoa! The Orions are the twin race of the Polaris, although we know almost nothing about them. For stars, it seems like they were even more powerful than the Polaris. The Arians also use the warp container, something we know because we've seen and found them, blah 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 blah. Alright, so we've got to pick up another merge fleet with you. Let's see, go into my... There we go. Alright, now we gotta send this guy back home again. Drop off. We've got another special part. This time is for the other guys. Alright, you. Let's see here. Let's take this. Split the fleet. There we go. Now this one, we can merge those two together. So we have the Ancient Aryan and the Ancient Pyron. We have one of 6 and one of 4. Alright, which system was that in? That was over here, right? Let's see. Nothing in this world, nothing in this system to colonize either. Jeez. We're not having a very good time with this right now. Let's see. Go find us something good. Don't come home until you do. Nothing and nothing. Alright, so we've got a white system over here, which are hot, acidic, and desert. We also have... What is this? A red system? Sure, come that way, I guess. Alright, what do we have here? Cannot be colonized. One little world. That's not good. Where's our colony ship at? One more year. Okay. That's right. We haven't done a lot of... We've only gone a couple years, so... Alright, you... We have a yellow system down here. Well, hell, let's see. What's in the system? We do have a anomaly. Found a working computer of the areas. Nanotechnology plus 59. So 59 research into nanotechnology. We'll take that. Problem is, we're so far away from our home system, our colonizer won't even be able to get all the way down here. This is a pretty bad start. Our observers detected artificial activity in Sham system. It looks like we've come across an intelligent alien civilization. So now we have to decide if we should make contact, and if so, in what manner. How strong are they? Are they behind us in their developments? Are we stragglers? Are they warlike or peaceful? Okay, looks like we have found us. Let's rotate us again, so you guys can get a better grip of where we're at. So we've kind of come over and then forward and then down. Looks like back in the Sham system, looks like we have an unknown. So they're probably going to own this location. So, I don't know. We'll just head over here and see. See what we can... Whoop. Hey! Fleet construction completed. That's why we stopped, actually. Let's go ahead and just finish our... Wow. Okay, so... We got our colonizer. Unfortunately for us, we've got Jack. Haven't explored this system yet. Oh, I think that was the one that had a ship in it as well. Did we explore this one? See, our colony ship only has 12,000 fuel. So to get to here, you can see that it will require us... There is possibly not enough fuel to get back because it's going to cost more than half of our fuel to get down there. We won't have enough fuel to get all the way back, so we can't send it down here because we don't know if there's something to develop down there. That was what our scout was supposed to do, and unfortunately for us, we did not find anything. And how much fuel? We have 18. That's going to cost... Okay, I guess we're going to go down there and find out who they are. Hello. Hey, how you doing? Hold it right there. Okay, alright. You're within the domains of the great, and your life hangs in a thread. What brings you to our star? What are your intentions? We salute the great. Please accept ambassadors that come to make contact and discuss important issues. Sure, let's do that. Communicating with savages who come empty-handed is nearly beyond the patience of even the great. Your ignorance is striking. What could the great possibly discuss with you? Get out before you experience the anger of the cause of the Sharatar. What? You want to talk smack with me? Alright, that's where the Sharatar are. Again, located right inside this cluster something another in the middle of this universe. You go there. Alright. Oh, hey, hello. What do we have here? A great deal of small ships. What is it? Oh, shoot. We can't do anything because it looks like there is some ships here. We can't leave either. We're gonna have to fight. Oh, so we have 80 fighters versus our scout. Where is our ship? There it is. Okay, you retreat as fast as possible, and we'll just speed up time here. Get out of there before they get you. Get! Run! Get out of there! Okay, good. We'll come back. Don't worry about that. Alright, so we got out of there in time, but oh, look at that. We found us a world, Farnley. So we have some gravitonium, some metal, some plutonium. It's got some science research. It gives us food and science. Plus 87%. This is a really good planet. That is really good. Wow. That's... Alright, we have to get it before the cat people get it. So, what are we going to do about that? We have to fight these 80 fighters, right? So, how far is it to get from our system over here? Alright, so all the way down and over, it's going to cost us 6,300. I wonder, can we actually if we bring a colonizer down here, would we have to fight before? And see, I'll turn on the 3D rotation again. You can see the cat people are, cat people are kind of back. They're, if I'm looking at it, they're farther away than this system. This is closer to us than this is farther away. It's kind of like we're here, we come up and down, that kind of goes back towards the back, and this kind of comes forward again. So we need to get the system before the little cat people. So, right now we're not building anything. So what we should do is we need a ship, okay? And we need a ship. Okay, we need a scout. No, we need a corvette. Strike corvette. Ion guns times 12. Carriers. How many lasers, some plasma missiles, some ion guns, and 20 fighters. So there's 80 some fighters in that other group. So we're going to need several carriers, unless we can just edit this design and put some more fighter bays into it. Let's edit the carrier. Oh wait, no, we don't want to edit the carrier. Let's go back and we'll copy this, and we're going to call this the fighter carrier. Oh, fighter carrier. Alright. So let's see what we can do to design a better fighter carrier, shall we? We need more fighters. So how much space do fighter modules take up? And where are they? Hangar. Maybe it's a hangar. Is that what I need? No, I need... colonization, landing, passenger, Bombay, refueling. There's our different weapons. Hangar space. Oh, I see. For more hangar space we have, the more fighters we can load. Right now we have 200. So what happens if we just get rid of all that other stuff and just add in? Does it automatically add more fighters in? 30, 40 fighters. There we go. But notice our power balance is a little low. Alright, that's fine. Let's add in some more nuclear reactors. Right? That should give us some more power, Captain. We need more power. So what are these things? These things are... munitions, supplies, we don't care about. Fuel tanks. Ah, fuel. We do need a better range. That is correct. Damn. We need it to go at least 7,000. Remember? It was like 6,000 and something to get. So we need better range. Alright, so if we leave 40 fighters in here, what happens if we just remove all of this extra fighty stuff? Notice our power bands power is getting much better. Alright, so we're only 400 down on our power now. Let's go back in. No, not the engines. There we are. Let's see. Get rid of that. Can we put this one way up there and then put this one right there? And oh, okay. All right. Put that like that, right? And then hangar 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. 3, 4. All right. So our range is still into jeopardy. So we have to get better range. So that's going to be fuel tank, right? Yes. Oh, why can't we squeeze it in there? There looks like there's enough space in there. God. Alright, what if we put fuel in here. That's not fuel. Is that... That's not fuel. I want fuel. Fuel tank. Alright, we're up to 5,000 range, but we need more power now. I don't know if there's a way to do this. Nuclear reactors. Alright, so we got enough. We got enough power, plenty of power. We almost have enough range. Of course, it's going to be a lot slower because now we have 2 engines. Yeah, speed is very slow, but that's alright. It's not meant to go fast. All we needed to do is get the fighters over there so we can blow these other fighters out of the sky. So, can we put anything in, like engines or anything up here? Let's see. Fuel. Can we put fuel here? Nope. Nope. Alright, no fuel. Right there. I mean, that looks like there's enough room. Alright, what we might have to do is just go with 6,000. We need one more. Oh my god, seriously. Fuel. Right there, right there, right there, right there. Hangar. Okay, oh my god, we're so close. Fuel tank. Let's get rid of that and put in a fuel tank. There we go. Oh, 6,000. Oh my god, we're so close. Almost there. We need one more fuel tank somewhere. How can we get rid of that and put one more in? Nope. Let's squeeze that in. Can we? Yes. Alright, we're extremely slow. But we can make 7,000. This is probably not the best design ever, but extremely slow. It'll take us a while to get there. I don't know if I like that. No, we're going to have to... That's alright. Oh, put your engines back in. Put the engine back in. Can we get 4 of them? Nope, just 3 of them. Okay. Oh, and now our power's screwed. Damn. Alright. So we... Yeah, now we're down to 20 again, so... it did not work as well as I was hoping. We needed to squeeze in one more standard fuel tank. So now we're 5,000 range, 6,000, 7,000. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we got just enough range to get there. We have 30 fighters. And we're not too slow because we have all of our engines. So... it's going to take 10 years to build it. Alright, so... Phew. I was hoping to get 40 fighters in. 30 fighters, I guess, will have to be. Now, let's look at our fighters. Let's look at our X-Fighter here. How are you guys? Are you guys any good? So you got one ion gun and a plasma missile. Speed... I'm assuming... I don't know. We'll just leave them alone. Alright? Alright, so now we need our place to build 2 of these fighter carriers. So we're going to build 2 of them. It's going to take like 20 years. But I think it'll be all worth it if we can get down here. We do have a ship still here, which is just a scout. Does he have any... let's look at our scout design and just... I'm not sure he even has any... yeah, he's got no... It's got no offensive capabilities whatsoever. Alright, so what we're going to have to do is, unfortunately, we're going to have to build our 2 carriers. Oh, wait a minute. Back. And then we're going to have to build... because they have no defenses for themselves. So then we're going to have to build a strike corvette as well. Right? Okay. So... oh, keep clicking on the wrong button. Sorry. Build a new ship. We're going to call this strike corvette. They got a little bit of defenses with them. We will build 2 of them. Build. Alright, so it's going to take us a little bit of time, but we can do something about that. Can't we? Yes, I think we can. We can do this. So, there's edicts that you can install on your systems. And of course, you see, they take up some very important resources. Radium, and of course, gravitonium. Every day, I think it takes up 1. But you can see it's going to produce an extra 1 hammer per day. Augmented workday. Production is increased by 1.5%. I think we will start that. See, I went from 80 years. I think this one was 80 years. So definitely much faster, but it's going to take some of our special resources. You can see now we are losing gravitonium. Fortunately, we were able to get some earlier in the live stream. If you missed it, where were you? Alright, so now resources, consumption exceed. Yes, so it's just giving us a little warning saying, uh-oh, check out your resources because now one of them's changed. Okay? Close and continue. Oh, wait a minute. Where are you going? What are you? You're a scout. No, I want you to stay up here. Scout this area because if the cat people come in there... Oh, he left the system. That's right. Oh, we gotta... Yes, I forgot. That's why he left the area, because of the ship. Alright. Go. Crank it as fast as we can. Go. No, 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 go. I don't want slow motion. I don't care about slow motion. I want you out of there. Okay, shoo. Okay, retreated. When you retreat, you don't have a I guess it randomly determines which way you're retreating. So I could retreat up here or here or here. That's why he went down there. And then I sent him back up there because I'm an idiot. So don't do that. Okay, what do we got here? Oh yes, we have our colonizer still waiting to go. Let's make sure we have enough fuel to get over there. We do. Okay, so once we get this area cleared out... wait a minute. What's over here? We don't know. Oh, that's right. So there's no way for our colony ship. Okay, so... let's just let the time go. So this is where we retreated to again. Alright, so now you... come over here. And then... come up this way so you're not getting attacked and go get refueled. And time's going to go by really quickly, and you notice our resources are going down there. Alright, now, before we do anything else, is there any other... how much would that cost? How much would that cost? No, wait a minute. What happened? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you... extra bonus. Increases productivity. Okay. Let's do it. Do it. I want these ships done as fast as possible. We do not want the cat people getting our one and only planet we've come across so far. Oh, wait a minute. While we're waiting, Make sure you choose our scout here. Let's have you go out. Find us another system out there. What about this? What's this? We don't know yet, huh? Alright, so scout, head that way. Time's flying by. February, March, April, May, June. Alright, so it reaches destination. Super Earth. Super Earth. It's got radium, it's got metal, it's got research. I gotta turn on our little 3D here so I can see where we're headed. Alright, can you get over here? Sure. Go that way. What's in this system? It's a dead end is what it is. Alright, go over here. Excellent. Yeah, this game is really coming around. The more you play it, the more you kind of understand what's going on. The more things you find out about it. Alright, how's our fleet coming? Do we have any ships done yet? Alright, keep searching. Keep searching. What? You found a system? Earth-like, gravitonium. Alright, let's take a look at this one. So, radium, not very good. Gravitonium's pretty good, though. An extra 4%. Food, nice food. Science. But you notice, food, 10%. Science, 10%. Gravitonium, 4%. I mean, these are all great. But this is why I was fighting over that other system so badly, because if we look at this one, look at what we're getting here. Food, 87.5%. Science, 86%. You see that is way better than the other world. I mean, way better. 86% extra science would be huge. Or food. I don't know. I don't know if we make a balanced world here, or if we just focus in on science, or if we focus in on food. Oh my god. I mean, this is a... Where is that other world? Where are you? You're over here? I mean, this is a very nice planet. Gravitonium, which is nice. Radium. Right? Those are all good. The radium is obviously not as good. Gravitonium, an extra 4%. I think this is like the size of it, and then this is like the bonus it gives you to it. So, like, from our size 2, we're going to lose 15% of it. This one, if my theory holds correct, that would give us like 2.4%, because we're getting a 4%, or 2.04 maybe, I don't know, bonus to it. And food, not bad. Science, not bad. This might be a nice balanced planet. Get a little bit of resources, get a little bit of food, and a little bit of science. So, can our colony ship reach said planet? It can, but it won't be able to get back, which is okay. But then once we build these ships, we won't have a colonizer. We would have to build a colonizer afterwards. Oh my gosh, how many more days until these things are done? 10 years. And then 21 years before we get our strike corvettes. The cat people going to jump on this planet is the question. Are they going to send somebody up here? Alright, you know what? Just because we're colony ship. Oh, whoa. Do you leave and start moving? No. Okay, so if you build your own colony ship, one thing you always want to make sure to do is board your colonists. You see, we have 0 colonists. If you do it this way, where you click on the planet and you click on the world and you click the plan colonization, and the computer will automatically build a colony ship for you. It'll automatically load the people on and send them over. So you don't need to worry about making sure. But if you build your own colony ship, make sure you board your colonists first before you send them over there. And look at this, we're going to be right next to a wormhole too, so possibly not enough fuel. Do we want to leave and start moving anyways? Yes. Alright, well, I guess we're going to colonize over here. And then we'll go fight for this area here. And if we got to fight the cat people, we got to fight the cat people. That's all there is to it. Alright, so once we get to this, it should pause it, which it obviously does. Really good interface. I am very happy with it, actually. I mean, you know, it's just the little things like that where you can adjust what, you know, what pauses, when it pauses, how it pauses. You know, if my ships come here and I want it to pause, let's go ahead and colonize. And yes, there we are. Okay, so I think we're going to do a balanced world again, because I think this is going to be, it's got a little bit of everything, some food, some science, some minerals. So nice balanced world. Alright, so we exit out. Notice it's unbalanced. Now as soon as I take it off of pause, you'll notice buildings will stop popping in here and the computer will automatically generate it for me. Look at that. Oh, hey, it's building a farm. So I don't need to micromanage all the bullshit that I don't want to deal with. If you want to micromanage it, you absolutely can, though. All you have to do is come in here and go, you know what? Bam, micromanage. And you can micromanage to your heart contents. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Now, with that said, we have a system here, we have a system here. So somewhere in between these two systems, we would like to have a fueling point, which is probably going to be this system right here. So we need to get radiation-resistant atmospheric domes. God, that's not very easy to get. Or we have to make sure everything has at least, what is it, from here to here is 8,500. So you have to have at least 9,000 range. The reason I say that is if we go into our carriers start off with a range of 5,000. So you have to make sure that you just don't go, oh, I'm going to colonize here, I'm going to colonize here, build a whole bunch of carriers, and then boom, they can't get over there. They're stuck halfway over there. So that's why we went in and actually made our own carrier that has enough range to get us from our lizard head over to this planet right here. Let's make sure we're clicked on the right one. I have to go back to 3D here. There we go. Alright, 3D. Turn it off. Let's get over here, which happens to be a distance of 6,314. So our carriers wouldn't even be able to make it over here unless I went in and edited them. Alright, so this is a pretty rough start considering we are like in the middle of the galaxy. We have all of these stars here, but man, we have come across jack diddly squat. We do have, alright, now that we're here though, this is the good thing. Now that we've come all the way over here, our scout is back up to 30,000. We should be able to explore all of these, you know, all of these stars right in here. So maybe we can find another system or two that's decent. Alright, so we went over, did we do this one yet? Nope. Did we do this one yet? Nope. Go there. Make it happen. Here we go. Off we go. Alright, so we reached, what do we have? Okay, nothing great, obviously. But just keep going. Oh, this is could be an important star system. More gravitonium. Man, this is a rare resource, and we've found it on quite a few planets so far. That is very nice. How is our ships up here coming along? Aha! So we have a fighter carrier up here. We have one of them. Yes, we have one, because they're still working on the other one. Okay. Well, let the time go. Let the time go. You! Go here. Alright, so this goes nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. So there is in the settings something I highly, highly recommend. Highlight unexplored systems. That's where the yellow triangles. But there's also one, this one right here, this button, highlight stars with colonizable planets. For some reason it keeps unchecking this, so every time you start up you want to make sure you check that. And what will happen is it'll put a green little triangle, like this one right here, under any system that you can colonize. So highly recommend you do that because it's easy. I guess we'll go back and check out this. What? Oh. Alright. Alright, we reached that system. What do we got in there? Anything? Nothing. Obviously, no. Let's go over to P. Corvus. Alright. Whoa, well, we're getting some... That was interesting. We didn't have a line here before, but now we have a line once we got here. Interesting. Nothing colonizable, obviously, because it doesn't have a green symbol over. We got some more unknown ships, which I have a feeling are going to be some more of those... Wait a minute, where the hell am I? I am, like, confused now. In my 3D world here, I'm confused. More of those little fighters we're going to have to fight through. We haven't checked out this system yet. Let's go get it. Oh, and see that? Now we got another new link. So, interesting. And you can see this one is like a triangle. It's like this is the top of the pyramid, and it goes down, and this is like one corner of the pyramid, and then this is another corner of the pyramid, and finally this is the last corner of the pyramid. So, interesting. Alright, how much fuel we got left? 19,000. We can make it there and still make it home, so that's a good thing. Cannot be colonized. Boy, I'm telling you, jeez Louise. Yeah. We researched, or we go this way. Go that way. Atmospheric domes. Alright, now watch what happens. Yep. I was going to say, you will notice green everywhere. Because all of these systems that have been like, oh, you can't do it because you don't have atmospheric domes. Now all of a sudden, looks like there's a lot of colonizable planets out there. But, unfortunately for us, most of these planets are just resource planets. And more just resource planets. And more just resource planets. They're not like livable, growing planets. Which is the only downside of these highlight stars with colonizable planets. I wish this actually says, you know, maybe you could break this down. I wish, you know, maybe the programmer, developer would highlight stars with mineral planets. Highlight stars with production planets. Highlight stars, you know, make them different colors. Make one green, one purple, one red, whatever, so you can break these down. Because right now, it looks like I have, you know, hundreds of worlds to colonize, but really, I don't. Alright, how's our fleet coming? Still only one ship. We gotta go kill these guys. And then we gotta build a colony ship afterwards. How's our system over here? Alright, so you can see here it's already built a farm, it's already colonized colony module and a farm. So coming along well. Coming along well. So we've got about what do we got? About 15 more minutes of this live stream, and then we're going to be switching over. I'm going to take a little break in between live streams, and then we'll be switching over to Tigers on the Hunt. So if you're watching now and you're interested in Tigers on the Hunt, we'll be doing some live streaming of that at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So where are we? What are we doing? You finish your jaunt. Oh, there we go. So we got another explore. Some more gravitonium. Yay! So we're actually losing 17 a second. But our stockpile just went back up through the roof, which is nice. Do we still have our little edicts going on here? Extra production, increases production of the colony. Okay, keep it going. Let's just keep it going. Of course, I'm playing on medium speed. We can just crank it up to super fast. I don't like playing it super fast because I tend to worry a lot, like I'm going to miss something. So yes, we know that. Close and continue. But you can see a year it goes by in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 seconds. A year goes by. So you know. So we don't have enough organics. We don't have enough rhodinium or gravitonium. Okay, all right. I don't care. Keep going. We've got a little bit of stockpile. Oh my gosh. Once we build these ships, we'll be fine, won't we? Ooh, look at our numbers are dropping pretty quick, though. Alright, that's why I don't like playing up fast. So we got a fighter corvette, we have a second fighter corvette, can we merge? We want to, no. Okay. Oh, radium. Oh no, our radium is low. Okay, alright. I guess we're gonna have to do something about that. We're gonna have to stop that. Stop that too, which means it's, oh my god, it's back up to 46 years. This one costs gravitonium and radium is I think we're almost out of radium. Is that what they were whining about? Yeah. What are we gonna do? Alright, well, first things first, we're going to take this guy right there. We're not going to make that one. We're all going to use one strike corvette. That's fine. How do we get that done? Alright, I think we just have to wing it. Costing 1. It's going to take 41 years. Should leave us with about 50 left. $36 years. Yeah, we're running dangerously low. It's kind of a risk, but I'm trying to get this done in time because I think the risk versus... Wait a minute. While we're doing this, why is our... You should be doing something. We've already looked at this world. We have not looked at this world. Go search. Search and destroy. Anything there? No. Alright, head back. Oh, you reached your destination? Okay. Alright, guess go that way then. Oh my, what's this? It's a wormhole. Okay, I don't think we're gonna do wormhole action right now anyways. Come that way. Let's see, nothing in there. Okay, go that way. 28. How much longer has it got to go? 26 years? is it so long? Stop. Gotta get our resources back to normal, I guess. I mean, 44 years sounds like a long time. It's really not. I mean, this is only going to be like 3 or 5 minutes of playing time, so that's not like a big thing. I was just hoping to get over there before the cat people do. And I want to have enough forces to take out those 80 guys. So hopefully we can do it. I don't want to send just our 2 carriers. They show hangars of 0 of 30. Do we need to... Wait a minute. Do we need... Fighter -30. I'm assuming... Does that mean we have to make 30... Oh, I bet you we do. Oh, you got to be kidding me. That's not cool. Do we need to actually make 30 fighters as well? Let's just suspend that. Let's see. Let's build a new ship. X-Fighter. Assuming we got to build... Let's see, we have how many? 30, we have 60 to build, right? Oh my god. Alright, I am going to turn the speed up, because I am trying to get this done before we have to call it So does this show that there's things going in there? Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? What are you doing to me, computer? You. Go first. Oh, did you see that? Something popped on there real quick. Looks like a ship of some kind of unknown origin. Now, are there... We got 8 fighters, 9 fighters, 10. Oh, we are going to have to build the fighters. Okay, golly, I did not know that. That's crazy. All right, so that was oops. So build new ship. Let's see, we built 30, we got to build another 30, right? Okay. So we should have... Wait, is that right? 60 fighters? Is that how we're building? Like, oh, crap! Guess what? All that, and he just took over this world. Wasn't quick enough. Too many problems. Alright, well, let's see. Let's add... Oops. Can we take these fighters and just drop them in there? Hey, okay. Ah. Well, that just... I kind of now... What do? I mean, I don't really need them now because there's no fighters to go fight. That's a really good world too. It was. I mean, we could just take our stuff over there and go fight the cat people, but we're probably so far behind trying to get all this stuff to go to this system now. And alright, well, alright. I guess let's look at our world again. Alright, so you, Strike Corvette, go ahead, resume it. We'll might as well finish it up. Then we'll do our 30 fighters. got our fighters, we got our strike corvette, and we'll have 2 full fighter carriers and a strike corvette. We'll have those in case we need them. Somebody attacks us or whatever. Then after that, we're going to just start spamming out colony ships to go colonize some of these planets, like this gravitonium. What do we have here? 2 16 metals, 10 plutonium. That's pretty good, but of course we need some special resource for that one. This one here, we can actually just do it. It's 2, 8, and 4, which are not the best numbers in the book. Need special resource. Organics and metals. These are, you know, a decent amounts. I'm sure there's probably an easier way. Let's go to economics. Oh, that's what we should have done. I didn't even know. Additional working hours improve mineral mining and shorten construction time, but still has a negative effect on happiness. I did not see. I didn't even know you could do that. So yeah, okay. So here's our discovered planet. So this is an easier way to do it than click on every system. You can actually do a by spreadsheet. So I'm assuming you can do things like, hey, let's do it by production. No, let's do it by gravitonium. I like this one because it's a little easier for me to see. So 931, 811, 83, so you can kind of get a gist. 84, 74, 64, 61, 511. Not a lot. Where is this one? It's a frozen planet. It does have gravitonium in it. Looks like the only one that does have gravitonium in it. Can we actually jump to it? Yes, we can. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so we'd have to jump from here to here, refuel, and then head over here. Stupid cats. Stupid, stupid cats. Alright. Hang on. Let's just pause it for a second. We should have our... Where's our... Oh, we got something over here. Nothing. Got something here. Oops. That's a long ways away over there, actually. Yeah, wait a minute. Ew. I can't believe after all of these... Oops, I'm going way too fast. All of these systems we have found... Literally, in this whole center of the universe so far, there's been 2 colonizable planets that we found. This one here we did get, and the other one over here which we did not get. All of these other planets do not have anything that's colonizable. That whole center of the galaxy is a mess. What are we doing? Okay, you. Oh, we did end up getting something again. Not colonizable. And then, when I mean colonizable, I mean, you know, giving us growth and food and research and things like these systems. You see, it's going to give us a great boost to our economy, these big systems like that. I mean, the little ones obviously are can be just as important, because they're going to be kind of to help stabilize your economy here. And we did all that rushing to get that fleet done. Now I think we need troop transports and everything else to get them down there. We'd have to build some Marines, build some troop transports, load the Marines, have them come down there, and that's something we can definitely look into. But not in this episode. We've run out of time. Look at that. We're at a dead end right there. All right, head back home, I guess. You got nowhere else to go. No other links whatsoever. Wow. Alright, well, I think that's a pretty good spot to call this episode to close, because we're going to be starting Tigers on the Hunt here pretty shortly. What I'm going to do is stop this this recording and then take a little bit of a break, and then I'll start the stream again live, so that way I can get these episodes split up properly. So I'm going to go ahead and you don't even need to save this game. You can just exit out. Oh, I guess you can save it. New save, sure. Call this one Bad Start. Alright, that's what we'll call it. And if you guys like it, and let me know, we'll definitely try and pick it up and play it again. Do some more live streaming of it if you're interested. Let me know. And I've got to get ready for my Tigers on the Hunt stream, so we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for joining us.